They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You talk about this Washington defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Now Jones. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing Jones. And his pass incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up the screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's when he should have held on to him. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Diggs in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Wind in at the line of scrimmage. A nice Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to be sacked, making the 23-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Here's third and quite a ways. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for Washington. 61 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a pass.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and a couple. Slot man moves right.
Here we go. 11.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Walker now on 1st and 10. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Vikings! Kenneth Walker, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have regained the lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill because...
Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here is third down and 4. They'll set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On his horse. He's got a first and maybe more. Touchdown, Washington. one, Thornton. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw out wide is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Warriors 70.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Touchdown! Quez Watkins. 48 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Jones now to throw on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Rolling to his left. And he is caught, and they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This fielded right at the goal line. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Seven Pirates. Trap 60. 18 Rattler. Ready?
Back to throw here. And this one is incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Ready. 3. 19 Lions. Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half. Oh, what a juke into space. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Washington! Tyquan Thornton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 20, Vikings 16.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
He'll get this to Lazard. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. A huge play there for Washington. And even 50 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And his kick here is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down.
21.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones on 1st and 10. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11. 21. Great time.
Back to throw. Jones. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hawk 70. Go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. The point after is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Omaha, set.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones, this throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
12. Here we go. 11. 21. Great time.
Looking to throw. Jones dancing to his left. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else.
He's got a man complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Tyquan Thornton with career touchdown number 60. And the Commanders have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
11.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
70 Ranger. 18, Pioneer. Let go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Panther 11. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now for the point after. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Powering his way forward. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game. Stephon Diggs! Stephon Diggs racing to the end zone. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
51, Vikings 23.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's into the clear again, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And now here is another interception. Powerful running. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get?